Hi, this is Chad Watson with Airstream of Greensboro. Wanted to do a quick walk around of the Interstate 19 that you see behind me here. It is in the white color. One thing I want to point out with Airstream and Mercedes, when Airstream orders a Mercedes chassis, they do order it with every option that Mercedes offers. So you can order a Sprinter chassis that would be for a delivery truck, something of that nature, and be stripped down and not have much on it. And you can order it as Airstream does with basically every option that's available. You're going to get things with Airstream like the LED headlights. You're going to get adaptive cruise control. You're going to get lane departure assistance. You're going to get collision avoidance assistance, as well as a lot of things like your front sensors, as well as your rear parking sensors. That's all options that Airstream specs for their Mercedes chassis, and their Mercedes chassis only come that way. So when you're looking at Airstream, you don't have to worry about what does it have, what does it not have, does it have this feature, does it not have that feature. Every Airstream has that feature. When you're comparing Airstream against some of the competitors, you want to make sure that you're comparing apples to apples, and one of the things is going to be what features you get with the Sprinter chassis. Airstream, you're going to get all of them. So I'm going to do a quick walk around. You'll see the additional bumper that they add there. It gives you the nice Airstream logo there. You also get the heated windshield for your colder climate. If you have any issues with frost, you can defrost that really easy. It's the whole windshield's heated. And then we come around, you do have the awning. It is the Gerard style awning. Just 2 arms on this one. If you're doing a 24, you're going to see 3 arms. On the 19, you just see 2. An upgrade on the 23, so this is the 23 Interstate 19, is a different style door. So it's more of the accordion style door. So this part here, once you close it, stops there, and then gives you an additional cover that is just for the kitchen area. So you can have that closed, or you can have that open, and vice versa, whichever one you want to do. You'll see your freshwater tank fill there. The step is automatic. It can be on and off. And then a new feature with the Interstates is going to be the electric door. So instead of having to close that door manually, you can just pull that, it'll close. There's a button on the inside to close it as well. And then to open it, same thing. You're just going to pull that and it will open for you, and the step will automatically come out. You do have a chrome tip. Right here is going to be both 110 power. That is inverted. You do have an additional solar plug there, and then you have your propane connection there. It's a remote fill, but you also have a quick disconnect there, which gives you the ability to hook up a barbecue or a grill without having to carry a propane bottle with you. It's all on board. And then coming around, you do have the ability to open the doors wide. So this is as far as this door goes, and then this one here will also swing around and go to that point there. Now in the back of the 19, you're going to have a little bit less storage compared to the 24 if you're looking at a 24, but you do have some storage. So that's a nice cover that they do there, and that is actually just velcroed on. So you're able to take this cover off if you want to have that off. And then there is storage room underneath the bed here. And of course that is an electric bed. You don't have to manually put that down, and I'll show that on the inside. There's a battery disconnect here, a manual one, and there's also one on the inside. So some storage there if you want to carry that barbecue with you. It fits down there nicely. As far as the hitch, there is a hitch behind this cover here. Airstream makes that cover, puts that on there for you, so it gives it a nice automotive look, but you do have the ability to tow something, more likely, bike rack or extra storage on the outside, and you can see the rear parking sensors as well. And then Airstream does spec it with the Mercedes camera, and so it's not an aftermarket, it is the Mercedes camera, integrates right into the infotainment system. There's a little bit of storage on the doors, both sides there. As you come around, the 23s are going to have the new smart plug that you've seen on a lot of the Airstream travel trailers. It's a whole lot easier to unplug and plug in. The other nice benefit is on the top there, as you can see, there's a light. Well, it's hard to see on the camera, but there's a light there that will tell you whether or not the power is good or bad. And then you have an additional solar plug there. You've got your city water is right there. Now the 19 Interstate is going to be a Macerator pump. That's behind that door there. A Macerator pump, if you don't know what that is, it will, like a garbage disposal, it'll chew everything up, gets it to a point where it can go through a small hose, and then it actually pumps that out, and it can pump up, down, whichever way you want to go. All the controls for that are in here, so you don't have to do any of that manual type stuff. And then you've got a hot and cold outside shower connection port there. And while we're on the outside, I'm going to show you one more thing. You do have your furnace. It's a Truma hot water heater and furnace there. That's the outlet. And as far as filling the fuel, just like your other Mercedes, if you've seen that, you open the door there, and then you can actually close the driver's door. Fill your diesel up. You don't get any fumes in there. Once you're finished filling up, you put the cap back on. You can open this door and then close that. And then it's now locked behind the door once you lock it. So entering inside, you're going to see a touch screen here. Now this system has a multiplex system in it. This is going to control most everything in the camper. It's also giving you your battery levels for both the house and the chassis battery. That's your home page there. Page 2. There's page 1. Page 1 is going to give you your tank levels. You have the ability to turn all the lights on, all the lights off on. You can dim, you can set it to cinema. You can turn your AC on and off here. And then all your individual lights are there. And your generator is there. You can start the generator, stop it. You can turn on your auto gen start as well and set those settings right there. Your temperature control is here as far as the furnace and the air conditioner. And then it's also going to be the powered blinds. And you can actually put all of your shades down or all of your shades up, or do individual ones there, as well as that rear door. And then, of course, you can get into the settings there. You do have a battery disconnect here. And then your step on and off buttons right there. And you do have another GFI power socket there. And then coming in, this is going to be the tan interior. And you have the darker wood color here. And as you know, with all the Airstreams, it's solid. There's nothing, they only build it one way, and that's the right way. And you have your kitchen dinette here. It does have a 2-burner stovetop right there. And then go into your back sofa. And so this area here is mainly going to be for your feet when you're sleeping. There's an extension here for the countertop. You can sit in this position here. There's plenty of room there to sit. And then, of course, you've got the sofa across the back, and it's powered. There's USB chargers on both sides here, as well as cup holders. And then your table connection point is right there. We'll throw that back over the back so you can see the sofa there. The really nice Airstream emblem there. You have a sound bar here, some storage right there behind the classic Airstream doors, and then storage there. There's your pack that comes from Airstream, and then storage there. And then this is going to be your control center. You have another touch screen here. It's a little bit larger, but has all the same functions as the one at the front door. You've got your power control system there. That's your Truma hot water heater and your inverter control there. And then you can turn your battery heater on and off there. And then that is your charge controller for the solar panels. Of course, all the Interstates come with solar, and they come with the inverter built in. And then you've got your wardrobe here. And your fully electric refrigerator right there, and freezer above. And then getting a shot from the back. You can see the storage underneath the kitchenette right there. And of course it comes with the Airstream handmade silverware organizer, and you do get a trash can. And you'll just notice the size of the hinges here. That just screams Airstream quality. And then coming up to the front here, as I mentioned, with Airstream, you're going to get every option that Mercedes offers for the chassis. And that is a benefit when you're spending this kind of money and you're going to buy a Mercedes. You ought to also get all of the options, right? So you're going to have power seats, both the passenger and the driver's side are power seats. There's also a 3-position memory seats on both sides. So you're doing a long trip, you can trade, switch, and hit the button, and each person has their settings that they like. You're also getting with the 23, and Mercedes did this a little while ago, but they upgraded the interiors. So you have the new touch screen that's got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It also has the Hey Mercedes system, so you can talk to it and ask it to do things, from setting the air conditioner climate control to giving you directions to somewhere you want to go. And that does have GPS built in through Mercedes, and you can also use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And you can see the controls there for your seats. And it does have heated seats and heated steering wheel as well. I'm going to step in. And I mentioned the heated windshield. That is right there. And it's just, you just hit that button there. There's also a defrost on the rear window. You can open and close the door there. And then, of course, set your AC, all of those types of things. Open the door. And then you do have the large center cluster with the Mercedes and the center console infotainment there. Now you also get an upgraded steering wheel with the 23s, and this started a few years ago. The left side is going to be controls for this top section is going to control your center console cluster there. The right side here is going to control your infotainment. So I hit start. I can actually move around the screen just by using this guy here. Hit home and all those types of things. You've got your cruise control settings here, and you've got your phone infotainment controls here. And there's a cool one. Right there, turns the radio up and down, takes you home. Telephone, you can see your cameras with that button there. Nav and park radio, and then your all of your climate controls are right here. And one nice thing, this is really responsive, very much like an iPad. It works super well. You can set up profiles, so if you have different people using the vehicle, you can create your own profiles. It's very nice. And then showing the ability to control, so I can go through and click there. I mean, you can control the whole infotainment just from right here, which is super nice. You don't have to take your hands off the wheel to control the infotainment, change the radio, go into Apple CarPlay, whatever it might be. And then you can see the center cluster there. Now Mercedes trucks all their vehicles in, so you see this only has 34.7 miles on it, and that's just from us moving around the lot and with Airstream testing it and building it. And then you do have power windows there, and you control both sides. Power mirrors, power windows, excuse me, right there. And that one right there will actually shut that door for you. And there's also, you can see there, another button that you can close that side door from the inside, and then just hitting that again will open that. And then you've got your SOS with Mercedes is right there, and you've got some different controls for your map lights and so forth there. And then it does have a separate radio. This is so you're able to play music without the Mercedes dash being turned on. They wanted you to still have the ability to listen to music, to play music while you're camping. You have that ability. You have plenty of cup holders here. You have additional cup holders above, and you have the optional storage there with your USBs that connect to here. So you've got one USB there, right there. That's the one that connects to the infotainment for Apple CarPlay. The other two are just for charging. And then you do have the regular one, their 12-volt plug socket there. And there's plenty of storage here for your phone. You can plug it in, close this, your phone is out of the way. You don't see it. You can do all your texting, phone calls, all that type of stuff right through the infotainment. So again, my name's Chad Watson. I work with Airstream of Greensboro. This unit is currently for sale. If you're interested in it, feel free to give me a call. My contact information will be below, or come by our dealership or visit our store, our online store.